Right, we're over in Lyttleton at the moment. We're going to get some fish and chips from the Fisherman's Wharf. I've heard rave reviews about this, well, I've read rave reviews about this. So the train just went past, so we just missed that. We can possibly hear it. So we'll just see what the view's like from the shop here. Oh yes, that sound of the train pulling up. Okay, we'll see what we can see from here. Oh, the train's just gone past. Oh yeah. So this, they do takeaways and you dine in here. So let's have a look. Oh, it looks very nice. Looks very nice.
Hey, good thank you.
Oh, look at that. Wow. It's amazing. Right, just driving to have the fish and chips. I've got Katie in the car with me, and here she is here.
Hey guys, Merry Christmas.
Yeah, that's my daughter. And now we found a nice spot to have our fish and chips down by the ocean. So we're going to go down there. And well, here's the venue for the fish and chips. We just drove down past the big gas tanks, you know, and then I used to be able to drive right down there, but I don't know if you can now. So
This is pretty good though.
yeah, no, this is pretty good. Good place to have fish and chips. Okay, right. Well, here we are over Lyttleton. I had to change position because the sun was so bright there. Anyway, first I want to say, last week I went to Kaipoi, and the Kaipoi fish and chips were really, really good. And I actually didn't review them very well. It didn't say how crispy the batter was, or how thick or thin, or how moist it was. I just said, oh, these are really good. But they were really good. And I gave them an 8.75. I'd actually give them a 9. And I'm going to go back to have another feed of them, just to have a feed of them. I thought they were that good. They'll be the best I've had in Christchurch in the Canterbury area so far. Yeah, and they're up with Geraldine and they're up with Culverton, and they are good because the fish and the chips were both good. Now, this is quite funny. We've come over to the Fisherman's Wharf in Lyttleton because I read these really good reviews. So I rang up because I said they do phone orders, and then they said, oh, what sort of fish do you want? Gurnet, ming fish, or blue cod? So I thought, oh, I'll get blue cod. So we've got 2 battered blue cod, 1 crumb blue cod, and 1 scoop of chips. And they said, you want big or small blue cod? I said, oh, just small will do, just small blue cod, you know. Anyway, so I went and paid for them. It was 41 bucks. So that's not really fair, because I've been getting like two fish in a scoop for 14 bucks. So this is going to be top line stuff. So well, still it's fish and chips. So anyway, so it's very interesting. It's so I'm going to give them a review and see what they're like, and I'm probably going to really enjoy them. Okay, so here we go. So here are the fish and chips. Now, the chips look good. They look really good. A nice clean cut, fair size for a scoop, and they look excellent. And blue cod, battered, good size, crumb. So anyway, we're going to sauce up. They look good. They look good. There's no hardly any grease on the paper, and they look good. So okay, so I will sauce up with Coxie's sauce once more. But 41 bucks, I mean, what do you do?
Christmas Eve special.
Yeah. Okay, I'll just put a wee bit of salt, just a wee bit of salt, Katie. Yeah, that went up. Okay, rightio. So, okay, Katie's going to be the first one to have a chip. Let's see, give Katie's verdict on the chip. What do you reckon, Katie?
Yep, no, it's a good chip. I think it's I don't really go for a crunchy one.
Okay.
I quite like the crunchies, but it's just preference.
Well, I like the chips.
I think the fish is going to be top quality. There's no doubt about
Chips
that.
Chips are good. Chips are good, but how much was the scoop? You know, $41 for 3 bits of fish and the scoop.
Well, I mean, you go to a restaurant and pay for a fish of the day, it might be $15, $16 for a fish of the day.
Yeah.
So I guess you're getting that sort of...
Yeah, well, that's the point.
Yeah.
Well, here is crumb blue cod. Okay. And
It's definitely not shark.
oh, that's bloody beautiful. Right, that is okay. Look, it's not a huge, but I guarantee if I said I want large, it would have been $60. I mean, what do you do? But very, very nice. Hey, this is. I mean, this is not really fish and chips, is it? This is gourmet dining, you know.
That crumb is beautiful.
There we go. Yep, well, your seagull wants to hang around. Well, it's not going to hear this. It's $41, mate. You are not getting any. Okay, well that was crumbed. It was crunchy. It's just pure blue cod, and it's beautiful.
That was pretty cool.
That's a nice piece of blue cod. Now, battered blue cod. Now, I will say that this is not crunchy the way I like it. But, that's very nice, very nice. Yep.
But a lemon would just be perfect right now, wouldn't it?
Yeah, it would be, but it's gourmet. But hey, let's get a bit critical here. This blue cod, okay, very, very nice. Okay, there's no doubt about it. It's very nice. But when you consider the fish from the kaiapoi last week, it was golden, crispy, crunchy batter. This isn't goldy, crunchy, crispy batter, but it's blue cod. And it tastes absolutely lovely.
Definitely in the cooking of the fish, isn't it? Which is the amount of batter, because it cooks in the batter, doesn't it?
But what would I like to spend $41 here, or go back to kaiapoi and spend 14 and have a really good feed? And when you add it up, I think the $14 from kaiapoi wins, or Greenhaven, yeah. But it's a novelty coming over here, and it's a really great view. Yeah? Looking down at the boats in the harbour, the train comes down.
Do you think it's more of a tourism point that they might put the fish up a bit over here, because it's all right, so it's locally right here, so they might up it a bit like they do with the berries over Christmas, you know?
Yeah.
And then, you know what I mean? Because if the tourists come to Lyttleton, we'll have to get fish and chips when we go to Lyttleton. Therefore, I mean, it's beautiful fish, it really is. But it could be, you know what I mean, like a...
Yep. Plus, there's a restaurant. Yeah, there we go. So that was a restaurant. There were people sitting there dining, and there were about 4 girls behind the counter. There's about 4 people out in the kitchen cooking. So you know, obviously they've got to pay their wages. So
yeah,
so it's a business, you know. And they've got that site there. It wouldn't be cheap. But okay, let's get down to the nitty gritty. How do you give these a score when they are top quality and you've got to pay $41 for what you normally pay 14, so you're paying actually 3 times more. And they're a really good feed, but I had a really good feed last week for a third of the price, so makes it a bit tricky. But going by okay, I would give these
Are you going to do it out of value for money, or sort of just out of...
No.
No.
If you didn't worry about the money and just said, what do you like? What did you like last week or this week? Oh, it's bloody hard. These are bloody nice. Look at that. That's a bit of blue cod. You know, it's just absolutely beautiful. But that's coming out of the batter. You know, like, I don't like that. I like it. So, I'll say these are 8.5. Yeah. 8.5, and they're nice, and they're gourmet, and they're everything. But which one would I go back to? I'd go back to Kaipoi. So I've up Kaipoi to 9, and these are 8.5. See, that's the bit of batter that bit of cod fell out of. Well, that's not absolutely fantastic. You're paying all this money, and it wasn't crispy. In actual fact, I'll go down to 8. Okay. Fisherman's Wharf 8. Very nice, but if I had the choice, go back to Kaipoi. You can get 3 feeds at Kaipoi for 1 feed over here. But it's a novelty, and it's a nice place, and it's a very nice feed, and we're going to eat all of these, and no seagull's going to get them because we paid for them. So that's what they are. That's our bit. Right. 8. What do you reckon, Katie?
Yeah. Well, I definitely know no seagull's going to get any. I haven't had Kaipoi, so I would have to boys. But I take your word for it though, because I'll take your word for most things, Dad.
Yep. Okay. Well,
I like the crumb fish definitely more than the bash.
Yeah, same here.
It stays in it, and it's real thick, isn't it?
Mm.
It's almost like swordfish, but flaky. You know how it's quite. But really good. Yep, I'll stand by you with the 8.
Okay, there's an 8. I'll give them an 8. Very enjoyable, but over the top of the price. But it was good fun driving over here, and I'd say go crumbed if you come over here and want to spend the money. The crumb seems that it holds it together, nothing falls out of the crumb, and it just sort of tastes a wee bit more jazzy. Chips are nice, and so they should be. So over and out, had a good time, had a good fun, bit of fun. So all the best from Lyttleton, with a score of 8 for the fish and chips, and cost too much. Yeah. Okay, see you later. Bye. Well, there they go. They did get a feed. Well, they get a bit scared, but they want those chips.
Yeah, what are you doing?
Come on, I'm not going to hurt you. It's 41 bucks for a bloody fish and chips. Okay, see ya.